Hey guys, HW. It's supposed to be autumn. The calendar says it's autumn, but I tell you what, it's not autumn. It's still bloody summer. 29 degrees Celsius in the city today. I'm up at Observatory Hill. And for the rest of the week as well, I'll get my phone out and give you the tail of the tape of the weather. So let's try that again. 29 today, 31 tomorrow, 32 Saturday, and 35 on Sunday. Talk about a blast of summer. And let me tell you, this morning, when I was walking down to the Iron Horse, I was sweating up a storm. Because there's a lot of humidity in this heat at the same time. And I tell you what, I was sweating like a drunk waiting for the bottle shop to open up. The off license, the liquor store. But nonetheless, it's a glorious day in old Sydney town. Now, one of the first cabs off the rank today is I'm finally going to get down to that South Dowling sandwich joint, which is just down the stairs out the back of the Observatory Hill where we are now. And I'm going to grab one of those sandwiches and try it out. So let's go and get it. So I've picked up the Sambo down at South Dowling. Here it is here. It's like a doorstep. It's absolutely massive. Don't know how I'm going to get through it, but I'm going to give it a good crack because I haven't had any breakfast yet today. But I've taken up perch just here at the back of the Observatory Hill under the shade of these fig trees. Got a view over to Balmain across the water there, and a view over to Barangaroo and the Crown Tower of the Crown Casino just there. There's part of Observatory Hill there, one of the little observatory domes you can see there. But let's get into this sandwich, just have a look at it first. Yeah, look at the size of it. I'll put my hand there to give you an idea of scale. Absolutely massive. This particular one's called a Hugo. And that's the cross section of it. It's got chicken schnitzel and lettuce and mayo. I got them to add some Spanish onion, which doesn't usually come with a Sambo. But it's, yeah, I think I said chicken schnitzel. And it's got caramelized carrot in it, which is an unusual choice for a sandwich, but we'll see how it goes. I might take a bit of a time lapse of it so you can see me devouring it over time. Unusual taste with the carrot. Let's see how I go. there's the wrapper there. That almost defeated me, that sandwich. I couldn't finish all the crusts. That was a massive sandwich. Can't say I'm a big fan of the caramelised carrot. It felt almost like I had a whole roast chicken dinner on a sandwich. But I'll read you out the full ingredients of that sandwich in case you want to give it a crack when you come to Sydney. So the one I had was the Hugo. It's $18 Australian. It comes with chicken schnitzel, lettuce, tasty cheese, Roma tomatoes, cucumber, caramelised carrots, rocket, and their own herb mayonnaise. And then I just added Spanish onion to it because I've got to have Spanish onion on my sambo. So yeah, there's South Darling sandwiches for you. Bring your appetite if you get one of those suckers. We'll walk around the back of the observatory and down the stairs and past South Darling sandwiches on our way up Kent Street. And then we'll get around and have a look at the Sydney siders and how they're coping in these warmer temperatures in this lunch hour towards the end of the work week. Let me give you the mail. That sandwich almost defeated me. Even without breakfast on the Tum Tum, I struggled to get through that. Let's get down the steps here and see if there's still a collection of punters milling around the sandwich shop. Just from here, what I can see, it doesn't look like there's many. But when we get down there, it might be a different story. They're keen playing tennis in this heat on that court. Yeah, there's nowhere near as many people left down at the sandwich shop. Might cross over to the shady side of Kent Street. Look at these ye old sandstone bricks. Or blocks, whatever you want to call them. Lovely clear blue sky above old Sydney town today. I've said it before and I'll say it again. So have a look at this. During the day, we're getting summer temperatures for the rest of the week, right? Perfect for swimming, going down the beach, whatever. But then at night, the temperature drops below 20 degrees Celsius, which is good for sleeping. So autumn So time to come to Sydney, folks. And I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. Let's use the tunnel underneath the approaches to the bridge to get over to York Street. I walked on the road before when I was on the way to the sandwich shop, and I didn't want a repeat of that exercise because it took me quite a while to get across the road, because obviously they give priority to the cars getting onto the bridge. I'll have to watch out for cyclists too. That gang up there, not worried, they're walking on the cycle track. They'll get a rude shock if a courier comes through, because they'll give them an earful. And just like that, like a wormhole, we find ourselves on York Street now. Even though I'm still digesting that massive doorstep of a sandwich, I'm already thinking about where I'm going to nectar. And today, for the first time for a while, I've got no idea where I'm going to go. So I might just see what I stumble across. This little pooch over here. Not that many people milling around right now, so they must all still be either eating or have already headed back into their office. Might just utilise this bus shelter on York Street to whack the batteries around. Let's get rocking and rolling again. I'll get down Wynyard Street here and then have a quick squeeze at Martin Place, see what's going on, and then I'll have to find a nectar and stick around until I find the nectar spot, because all these buses. I'm going to have a bit of a rant about things when I have the coffee. So stick around if you want to have a laugh or if you want to agree with what I have to say. A lot of people down here. I put my sunglasses on, put my disguises on. There's still plenty of people having lunch down here. I complained before. I said, where are all the people? They must be back in the office. I think I found them. I found them traversing the city on the Big G, the Big George Street. Yeah, walking along here, you'd have to agree with me. It doesn't really feel like autumn, does it? There's no leaves on the ground, even though most Australian trees don't drop their leaves anyway. But at least there's some European trees here that drop their leaves. But none yet. It's very much summer. You dare even say it feels more like spring than anything else. A young fellow there had a fair bit of camera equipment, getting ready to take some snaps. I was about to say, let's see what the crowd is like outside Toby's estate there. But it's packed, so I'm not going to go over there. You know what? I might head into one of those joints below the MLC. Yeah, that's what we shall do, I think. There's no way I'm sitting down with that crowd. Have a look at the masses getting up King Street. All trying to get their automobiles through the city without having to stop at too many traffic lights. Centrepoint Tower piercing the blue sky there. That's the second lady I've seen in all blue today. Is that the fashion at the moment? To wear a full blue jumpsuit. Quick pan up and down Pitt Street. No cars, no bikes. And then the shoppers on the Pitt Street Mall. Hopefully we can secure a nectar up underneath the MLC in one of the joints there. Hopefully all the lunch monsters are still in there smashing sandwiches and pastas and poke bowls and kebabs and all that stuff. And then we can easily get ourselves a coffee. We sneak down here, we should be able to secure a coffee without too much of a crowd. Yeah, this looks better. But first, I shall use the boys' room, I think. Even with all the renovations, the restroom's still in the same spot at the MLC, or the men's restroom anyway. I'm getting lost here. Need to go down here again. Oh, let's get into Porterfilter. I haven't been here for ages. Wait for the skilled barista to make my flat white. Got to take it in a takeaway cup because they're closing up the eat-in or the drink-in. Oh, here we are, sitting outside Porterfilter. Got my flat white. Oh, look at that. It's the same roaster that we had when we were down in Melbourne. 7 miles. Still a bit warm, so I might give it a bit of time to settle down. But while I'm here, looking over at Porterfilter, under the MLC, let me have my rant. I want to talk today about AI, artificial intelligence. What do you guys think of it? Now, I'll give you a bit of a caveat. I've been working in technology most of my working life, which has been a long time, and I've been through all of the different sectors of technology. I've worked in the early days, I worked in the internet service provider field, and then I had a stint in software, and then I went to telco, and then technology within telco, like starting to branch into cloud, and even before that, data networks. And then I went back into software, and then back to telco, and then back to software again. And I must say, what really has AI given us so far? It's given us uncertainty. Sales have fallen through the floor. No one's buying anything because all the big, heroes at the top are all going, oh, don't buy anything yet. Let's wait to see what AI does. And AI has done nothing but reduce productivity. Not increase it, reduce it. Because what are the workers doing? The ones that are using it are using it to do things quicker. But that's not resulting in them doing more work off the back of it. Just gives them more time to bludge. So they're actually using AI to do less work. Do you agree? Let me know. But that's what I reckon so far. And as I said, I've worked in technology a long time. And I've actually been selling AI as a function for a long time as well. And I've got to say, so far, I'm pretty disappointed. And we don't even have to think about all of the scary things that we hear about AI taking over, but let's just think about what it's done so far. Which is just put a bloody big go slow on everything. Go slow on decisions anyway. But the way I see it going is exactly what they told us it wouldn't do. They go, oh, I won't replace your jobs, blah, blah, blah. But all you people out there now that are using AI, you're essentially training it to do your job. So you're killing yourself. So I'd say stop using it. Stop using AI. Screw AI. Because at the moment, what can you see on the horizon? You can just see all the big players are controlling it and controlling the narrative on it. And what's going to happen is all the power, all the money, all the resources are all going to end up in the hands of a very few people. So it'll start with the global organisations, but eventually, I'm sad to say, it's going to end up in the hands of a small group of elite, and that's going to be the death of humanity. So yeah, think about that. You might disagree with me, but that's what I see so far. I'm not impressed. Here I am sucking down the nectar after my rant about AI. Have a look at this little recycle station here. You whack your lids in there. I've already done that. I've only got the cup left. And you whack your cup in there, and then any liquid you've got left over you put in there. That's pretty nifty. Devouring coffee completed. Back out onto King Street. I just saw on the banner there outside the Theatre Royal that the 40th anniversary of Cats is playing at the Theatre Royal. 40th anniversary. Has it really been that long?
Straight to Insta or?
I hope you don't mind me having a rant about AI before. That's just the way I see things going at the moment. I was almost going to hazard another look in Lego, see if they had anything new in there, any new displays, but then I thought better, as they probably won't. Let's get out through the mid-city centre and then have a quick look at George Street, and then I'll have to think about skedaddling out of here. I tell you what, in this heat, it's a delight when you go past one of the shop doors and the air conditioning blasts on you. I'll talk over that music. Turn that shine up. I can still hear it. Tempted to go down to the Culture Kings and get another baseball cap, but I'll refrain. Seiko must be doing all right. It's got 4 shop assistants in there, standing there, waiting for customers to come in. Have I ever showed you inside the Dimmicks building before? Let me give you a quick squeeze in there. I don't like all the mirrors though. Yeah, have a look at the ye old elevator signals. These are in the old staircase that you can use to get up and down the floors rather than using the elevator. Being on this little balcony here and looking down at those elevator lift wells. For some reason I'm getting Chicago vibes. Getting like Elliot Ness, Al Capone vibes. Have a go at these well-worn stairs as well. I don't know whether the camera will show it up, but there's a real concave there.
Secret photographs.
Yeah. Exciting stuff, filming the wear on the steps.
I promise not to tell.
Alright, let's head down the Big G again on the way to the Iron Horse. I don't think I mentioned before, there's another cruise ship in town. So there's probably a few more people getting around, a few more tourists. I think it was one of the Princess cruises, because I saw the Princess logo on it when I came past on the train.
That's the bit that really sucks.
Don't know what happened back there. I got a real whiff of, smelled like bloody raw sewage. Something overflowing out of the gutter perhaps. Goes the bell on the GPO, on the clock, the chimes. As I walk past the old bank there, it reminded me of something else that's busy ruining everyone's lives at the moment, and that's the bloody trade wars. Everyone watching their superannuation, 401ks, whatever you want to call it, go down in value. No doubt a select few who have got the inside info are making a killing, shorting stocks and riding them back up again. Nice to be in that club. So lads having some darts by the bin. The extra metro station at the Hunter Street still under construction. A few more years before that one's complete, I think. The vibration of whatever machine they're using underneath is shaking George Street, and it's giving me a headache. But let's get down into the belly of the beast of Wynyard Station. The joys of the un-air conditioned Wynyard Station. Stinking hot. The smell of dust. Here it comes, the Barara Iron Horse. It's delightful in here though. Air conditioning pumping. See if I can get some snaps for you as we go across the bridge. It's always a delight going over the bridge, copying an eyeful of the harbour. The only downside is you're always looking out to the west because you mostly get roadway on the other side. You can just see the tops of things. Oh, there's that boat there, Princess Cruises or whatever it is. So yeah, much better looking out this side when you're coming across on the train. Lewes Point Tower in all its glory. Some people wouldn't use that terminology, but look at that. It's so clear today, you can see all the way to Parramatta. You can see the skyscrapers of Parramatta down the river there. North Sydney's got a bit of construction going on. Building there's got a couple of cranes atop it. Luna Park. What's happening at Luna Park? Not much by the looks of it. North Sydney Pool in a big legal fight at the moment, I think. There's been a few delays with that one. I alight the train in beautiful Woolly today, Wollstonecraft. Trains always scrape through Wollstonecraft. As the track really curves, and as a result, when the train does stop, you always get the announcement, mind the gap, because you could fit about 3 people in the gap between the train and the platform, so you got to be careful. Utilise the tunnel under the tracks. That's the easy part. Now you got to be a mountain goat to crawl up into the streets of Wollstonecraft. Very hilly. Oh, the other mountain goats ahead of us, climbing up the laneway on their trotters. Later on, heading up the hill to Crow's Nest. Crow's Nest Hotel in view. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the skirt around the city today. The stop at South Dowling Sandwiches, Observatory Hill, a couple of the city streets, Nectar in the MLC. Until next time, from Old Sydney Town, this is HW signing out. The video is over.